Hey everyone, so in today's video I will be building a Venice Beach inspired area for my city. If you haven't been to my channel previously, I am building a huge city in Minecraft and one of the areas will be a beach with beautiful buildings, and for that I will be taking Venice Beach as an inspiration. So let's move on to the building process. So I'm starting off by clearing some of the grass to make way for a new sidewalk as well as the buildings that are going to be on the Venice Beach. This is inspired by Venice Beach from Los Angeles, as I already said. However, this is going to be way smaller. I'm gonna have like 6 buildings. You know, it's Minecraft. I cannot make something that's super huge, especially in my city, considering it's on a smaller scale. But yeah, right now I'm just building a very cool restaurant, which is going to be located on the first floor of this building. The building overall has a very old-fashioned style. It's built probably somewhere in like the 1930s, 1940s. And a lot of those types of buildings are actually located in Venice Beach in Los Angeles. On the side of the building, there will be a mural, which will represent waves and a sun. It's kind of like pixel art when people used to do it on YouTube. But yeah, there you go. I think it looks super charming and it just adds character to the build. Now I'm finishing off the rooftop, and now I will be doing the interior. As I already said, there will be a restaurant on the first floor. Other floors in the building will not be occupied. There will be nothing actually. So I'm just building a restaurant and I hope you like it. It's a very cozy looking restaurant with warm colors such as pink, brown, yellow, of course. Now I'm adding some palm trees. These are the palm trees that I actually have in the rest of the city, so I'm just copying them over here as well. And now I actually built like a little storefront, as you can see on the left side, and now I'm building another one on the right side. I'm using some pink terracotta, the regular terracotta block, and this building will be a bit shorter than the other one. Again, I'm not going to furnish any of these buildings or build interiors because I just really think that's gonna take a lot of time. And also, I know a lot of people are gonna complain that this should have been a tutorial because you want to build it in your own world, and I get that. I get that you want to have something like this in your own world. I really get it. But if I film the tutorial for this entire build, it will literally be 7 hours long. I'm sure you don't want to watch a video that's 7 hours long, so it's much better for me to create a time lapse instead of giving you an extremely long tutorial. So right now I'm just building another sort of like taller build. It's going to be a hotel. That's at least what I'm sort of envisioning. Of course, there will not be an interior, but the exterior is truly beautiful. I love this yellow concrete paired with the bone block. And again, this is more of an older, sort of old-fashioned build. In the back of this entire place, it's where another video is gonna be made. I'm gonna make another video where I'll be building an apartment complex with some high-rise buildings that will have apartments. And yeah, I'll be doing that in the future. But for now, I'm just focusing on the Venice Beach inspired area. Right now, I'm building a sort of like a thrift shop slash souvenir shop here. It's also going to be open, so it's something you can see. I'm adding some blocks that sort of represent like piles of clothing. And now I'm just adding more palm trees, some more vegetation to spice up this boring looking sidewalk. I'm adding some solar panels and some plants and greenery at the rooftop as well. I just want to make this place seem alive, and I usually love adding a lot of greenery in my builds, so you'll see more of that later. Now I'm adding some crosswalks. I'm just, finishing off the roads. It's time to make another building. This one is going to be like a residential sort of building with apartments. It's the tallest one of the bunch and it's modern. So compared to the other ones, this is a modern, more contemporary looking build. And now I will be doing our last building for the video. Keep in mind that this is the last building, but I will be building an entire beach later on. So this structure is, again, older. It was probably built somewhere in like the 1920s, maybe even late 1800s. Of course, it's been renovated because the first floor of the building will have a Starbucks-inspired coffee shop. However, I will not be building in this video, but it's just going to be left empty. I actually really like the design of this building. The exterior is super charming and I love all the flowers. I honestly love using quartz in my builds. I think it's great. And another cool thing about this build is that it's going to have an older sort of rooftop made out of copper, which has turned green over time. And honestly, this is, I think, my favorite building in this entire complex because it just really has a lot of life to it. And I'm finishing it off by adding some chairs and tables outside to make it look like a cafe, of course. And now I'm just gonna add some trees. Instead of palm trees, to make it a bit cooler, I'm just gonna add some birch trees that I also created using direct walls and birch leaves. And that's pretty much that. Now I will be moving into another section of this entire area, and that's the actual beach. That's what we've been waiting for, and now you're gonna get it. So I'm just building the wall here. And now I'm going to add some palm trees because it's a beach, of course. I gotta ask you a question. Have you ever been to LA, and have you ever been to Venice Beach? Because I know it's beautiful out there and I know that the buildings are amazing and everything. How is it? If you have been, please let me know in the comments because I wanna hear from your experience. One day I would definitely love to go to LA and, you know, visit Venice Beach, because I think it's just such a gorgeous place. And of course now I'm just adding some graffiti walls that are on the beach actually, and some statues, as you can see over there. The one thing that I forgot to do is build a gym. I know that in Venice Beach there is a very popular gym that's like in the open, but I forgot to build it because I've just been all over the place. But now I'm building the public toilets, or the public bathroom, whatever you want to call it. I actually really like the design of it. And now I'm just adding some more stones, and that's it. And here is a little tour of this entire thing that I built in this video. It's a lot, but it looks really beautiful, and I hope you liked it. And I will pretty much see you in the next video. So subscribe. Bye!